National Guard to the DC Police to what would you like to say, Ms. Norton?
Well, I think no one's ever seen an assault on the Capitol that may have occurred in the 19th century, but that's what we had. As a result, um, this place was invaded and broken down, had to be fumigated. Now we've got to look what we can do. I have a bill to have a national commission so that very much like the 9/11 commission, so that we had an objective look at just what happened. Um, I am calling for a censor resolution because we're not going to be able to do the
Impeachment?
we're not going to be able to do the other remedies like the 25th Amendment and impeachment. That's just not going to happen in both houses. But I think both houses would censor the mob, would censor the results. I think we could get that in a bipartisan and a bicameral way. So I have a censorship resolution that I'm collecting co-sponsor right now for bicameral and bipartisan condemnation of what occurred in the Capitol on Wednesday.
What was it like for you that day, Ms.
Even
Norton?
without statehood, I have a bill that would allow the mayor of the District of Columbia to call out the National Guard. And that did not happen until late because she didn't get that permission until late. Because the president is who gives her that permission, and he was the one who started the riots in the first place. So you can see how circular that was. So my bill would allow the National Guard to be called out by the mayor, and it wouldn't even require statehood. It's one of my first priorities for when Congress returns. I've had that bill there for some time. Now that we have control of the House, and now that we've seen what happened when the mayor didn't have control of her own National Guard, I believe I will be able to get that bill out. There's a lot of lockdown occurring now, now that the horse is gone. But it needs to happen because we're about to come up on the inauguration. The 17th, these hoodlums say they're coming back to Washington. We need to be prepared for them this time. We could have been prepared next time. We could have been prepared this time, but the Capitol Police did not take the appropriate measures, even though there was plenty of forewarning, including the president himself, telling people to come to the Capitol and go wild. So this time I think people won't be caught with their pants down. We finally have a African-American senator who will be very welcome in this city. It's wonderful to see both of those senators, those Democratic senators, win. So despite all that Trump has been doing, despite the conflagration here, you see we now have control of the House, the Senate, and the presidency. Things are bound to get better.
How do you feel about this?
Well, I never thought I'd live through this, but I am always full of hope. My DC statehood bill was passed in June. It has even more co-sponsors this term. So the kind of hope that I think is necessary if you're going to represent the District of Columbia is what I feel now, notwithstanding what happened last Wednesday.